Welcome to Brainish English Stories.
Chapter 1: The Haunted Mansion. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful town nestled among rolling hills, stood a grand mansion. This mansion had a dark secret, a ghostly presence that haunted its halls. The townspeople whispered of a young girl, named Lily, who had been locked in one of the rooms and doomed to forever roam the ancient hallways. Lily had lived in the mansion many years ago. She was a kind and gentle soul, beloved by all who knew her. But her life took a tragic turn one stormy night. No one knew the exact details, only that she vanished without a trace, leaving behind an aura of sadness that permeated the very walls of the mansion. One sunny afternoon, a group of adventurous children, Emma, Jack, and Sarah, decided to explore the abandoned mansion. They had heard tales of its haunting and wanted to see if the stories were true. Armed with flashlights and fueled by curiosity, they approached the mansion's imposing front doors. As they stepped inside, a shiver ran down their spines. The air was heavy with dust and the faint scent of forgotten memories. Cobwebs clung to the corners, swaying in a ghostly dance. The children's footsteps echoed through the grand foyer as they cautiously made their way deeper into the mansion. They entered a dimly lit hallway, lined with portraits of long-dead ancestors. The eyes of the painted figures seemed to follow their every move, filling the children's hearts with unease. They pressed on, their sense of adventure overshadowing their fear. At the end of the hallway, they encountered a door unlike any other. It was sturdy and ornately carved, with a sense of foreboding that sent chills down their spines. The door was slightly ajar, as if beckoning them to enter. Emma, the boldest of the trio, pushed it open further, revealing a room enveloped in darkness. They cautiously stepped inside, their flashlights piercing the shadows. The room was barren, save for a worn-out rocking chair and a dusty old wardrobe standing in the corner. Emma felt a chill run down her spine as she approached the wardrobe. With trembling hands, she turned the rusty knob, revealing row upon row of moth-eaten dresses. Sarah, ever the skeptic, let out a nervous laugh. "Just a bunch of old clothes," she said, trying to hide her unease. But the room seemed to come alive with a sudden gust of wind, slamming the door shut behind them. Panic washed over the children as they realized they were trapped inside. As they frantically tried to open the door, a soft voice whispered through the darkness.
"Help me,"
it pleaded. The children's hearts skipped a beat as they looked around, searching for the source of the voice. There, in the corner, stood a translucent figure, a young girl with long, flowing hair and sad, pleading eyes. Emma's voice trembled as she spoke. "Are you Lily? The girl locked in this room?" The ghostly girl nodded, her ethereal form flickering in the dim light.
"Yes,"
she whispered.
"I've been trapped here for so long. Please, you must find the key to set me free."
Driven by a mixture of fear and compassion, the children promised to help Lily find the key. They scoured the room, peering into every nook and cranny. Just when hope began to wane, Jack noticed a small, rusty key hidden beneath the rocking chair. With trembling hands, Emma inserted the key into the lock, and as she turned it, the door swung open, flooding the room with light. The ghostly figure of Lily slowly faded away, with a grateful smile upon her face. Chapter 2: The Mystery Unveiled. As Lily's ghost disappeared, the room began to change right before their eyes. The dusty air cleared, and the room transformed into a brighter and livelier place. Sunlight streamed through the windows, filling the room with warmth and light. The children stepped outside, their hearts still racing from their encounter with Lily's spirit. The once gloomy mansion now felt peaceful and hopeful. But the mystery of Lily's imprisonment lingered, urging them to uncover more about the mansion's past. With their determination intact, the children set out on a mission to find answers. They searched through old records and photographs, piece by piece, to reveal the tragic story of Lily's life. A long time ago, Lily lived happily with her parents in the mansion. However, her father, a rich and influential man, didn't want her to pursue her dream of becoming an artist. Lily found solace by secretly meeting a painter named Samuel. They fell in love, but when her father discovered their relationship, he became furious. In his anger, he locked Lily in the very room where the children found her, trying to erase her love for Samuel. The children felt sadness for Lily's plight. But they knew their journey wasn't over. They had to confront the darkness that still lingered in the mansion, the curse that trapped Lily's spirit all those years. Equipped with their newfound knowledge, the children returned to the mansion, unwavering in their determination. They explored its rooms, and underneath the mansion, they discovered a hidden chamber. Inside, they found objects from the past, a journal belonging to Lily's father. As they read the journal, they learned about Lily's father's remorse and guilt for locking his own daughter away. The weight of his actions haunted him until his final days. To break the curse, he left behind clues, riddles and symbols that would lead to the key that could free Lily. Motivated by their purpose, the children deciphered the riddles one by one, navigating through the mansion's winding hallways. With each puzzle solved, the atmosphere grew tense, as if the mansion resisted their efforts to escape its grip. Finally, they reached a secret room, a room filled with portraits of Lily, capturing her beauty and spirit. In the center, they found a pedestal with a golden key. As Emma reached out to take it, a voice echoed through the room, whispering from the walls.
Only love's sacrifice can break the chains that hold.
The children exchanged nervous glances, understanding the importance of their task. Love's sacrifice, what did it mean? They pondered the words, their hearts heavy with the weight of their decisions. In a moment of revelation, Sarah spoke up, her voice filled with determination. We must show Lily's father that we have love and forgiveness in our hearts. We must release him from his guilt and offer him our understanding. With a newfound purpose, the children returned to Lily's room. With tears in their eyes, they spoke words of forgiveness, allowing the spirit of Lily's father to find peace and redemption. As his presence faded, a surge of energy filled the room. The mansion trembled, shedding its dark past, and the curse that trapped Lily's spirit began to dissipate. The air became lighter, and a sense of freedom filled the once haunted halls. Lily's spirit appeared one last time, a smile on her face as she thanked the children for their bravery and compassion. With a final farewell, she vanished into the light, finally freed from the room that held her captive for so long.